Hello and welcome here to this video presentation. My name is Steve Kondos. I'm part of the Success Factory Network. I'm from Adelaide, South Australia. And my aim with this presentation is to give you a quick overview about Success Factory, what it is, who we are, and why we are here indeed. So let me minimize myself and get into it with no delay. We are a global network of people. We are a network of people that helps people transform lives and achieve their goals. We do this through a unique business opportunity that we bring into the marketplace. We are one of three key components of a greater project. We are the marketing arm of a greater project, of a greater vision, with a company that aims to become the largest network marketing company in the world, where everybody, anybody and everybody has the opportunity to participate and become an entrepreneur and so improve their living standards through personal growth, and also by building both active and passive income streams with the world's most usable cryptocurrency. Now also, through the process of achieving our vision, we bring to the world an exciting new project that we believe marks a new era in crypto finance and in everyday use of cryptocurrency, so that we can fulfill the original promise of cryptocurrency, which of course was to be a peer-to-peer electronic or digital cash system. Now, we love cryptocurrency, but what we also understand is that what we all need is a cryptocurrency that gets faster with growth and popularity, not vice versa. We do not need a cryptocurrency that slows down as its popularity grows. And of course, that is the challenge. That is the challenge in the marketplace today, when most cryptocurrencies are faced with. This is the exact reason why we created Datcoin, because what we understand that we need to bring to the world is a cryptocurrency that is fast, that is scalable, that is secure, with almost zero transaction fees. And when we achieve this, this is when the original promise of cryptocurrency, of being a peer-to-peer electronic cash, if you like, that is when that original promise of cryptocurrency is fulfilled. Now, that cryptocurrency is Datcoin. So let's have a look at how it all came about. Our team is based in Estonia. Now, Estonia is a small European nation that forms part of the European Union. You can see on the bottom of your screen our two founders. Now, our team is based in the capital of the country. We have a team over 100 people and working daily, constantly developing our technology. So we have a constant and never-ending open source development. Most easy to use and stable cryptocurrency. That is the aim of constantly working on developing our technology. The company was launched in late 2016. However, the project as it is in its current form, as I'm presenting it to you right now, was launched earlier this year, in fact, in February 2018. Let's talk a little bit about Estonia. As I said, it is a small European nation that has the most startups per head of population. It is the first country that has had online voting since 2005. It is very fast becoming the digital hub of Europe and recognized as the Silicon Valley of Europe because of its adoption of digital technology, if you like. They already have an EU residency program. You can become, anyone can become, of course, with the right documentation, any citizen of that country. And of course, a lot of benefits come along with that. And of course, at the bottom, we, dare I say, that we are very familiar for a long time now with the technology of Skype that was developed in Estonia. Now, a quick online search will indeed reveal that Estonia is in fact very, very much open to the digital technology of cryptocurrencies. I encourage you to do your own search and confirm, in fact, and of course, what that does is, you know, the way personally that I see it, in my view, is it brings credibility to the technology and to the cryptocurrency, because it does come from a nation, as I said, that has very much embraced this revolutionary technology. Now, our cryptocurrency is based on a new technology that is known as DAG technology. Now, DAG technology is set to address some of the key challenges that blockchain-based cryptocurrencies are faced with right now. And as you can see on your screen also, it is the Forbes online magazine or site describes it as the real blockchain 3.0. So that chain is the next generation distributed ledger technology. So let's have a look quickly at some of the history. Back in 2009, Bitcoin and blockchain was first introduced to the world. And of course, that was a significant technological invention because it basically brought to the world an entirely new generation of money, which of course is cryptocurrency. Now, what has happened is then with increased popularity, of course, we now know that there's something like over 2,000 cryptocurrencies currently in the marketplace. However, the increased popularity, the increased demand started revealing serious limitations, which of course started placing some questions, if you like, on a lot of those cryptocurrencies that were promoting themselves as the future of payments. Some of those challenges has to do with scalability, which of course is linked to the technology. And what happens, there's a slowdown of the network with the increased amount of work as the technology is not able to scale up with growth with the increased amount of work. As I said, there's a continuous increase in energy requirements. And of course, that has to do with the fact that cryptocurrencies are of limited supply. So as more and more comes into circulation, if you like, and the mining difficulty is increased, therefore that requires higher computer power, if you like, which of course leads to high energy requirements. And the consequence of this is ever increasing fees. It is the logical consequence, if you like, because if we have a limit, let's say, on the number of transactions that the particular technology can handle, while there's an increase or growing demand, the logical thing that will happen, of course, is that the fees will escalate. And this is what we're seeing in the marketplace right now. So let's move forward and let's look at those three challenges, because those challenges are basically grouped in three key areas to do with the technology, with the usability, and with regulation. So let's look at each one of those separately. First of all, let's look at the scalability. Now, what happens is as the technology slows down, because it cannot handle the increased amount of work, there's a slowdown in the speed of transactions. For example, as we can see on the screen right now, Bitcoin at the moment, as a result of these scalability issues, can only handle 7 transactions per second. Now, Ethereum, being a later technology, can handle approximately, let's say, 25 transactions per second. And some of the best blockchains out there today can handle something of the order of 3,000 transactions per second. Now, Visa card right now can handle 56,000 transactions per second. Now, it's no wonder, and it's becoming evident and obvious why the consumer's choice of method of payment remain the Visa payment method, because at the end of the day, consumers will always opt for convenience in sacrifice of higher fees. So until there's such time when cryptocurrencies will be able to compete with that kind of service, with that kind of convenience, Visa card and similar payment methods will remain the choice of the consumers. Now, on the left-hand side of your screen, you can see that DAG chain, because of the way that the technology works, can handle unlimited number of transactions. Therefore, addressing the scalability problem. Another issue that is linked to the technology and the problem with scalability is the increasing transaction fees. Let's look at this example in front of us. For a cup of coffee, we can see what the transaction fees are for Visa card and Bitcoin. And at the bottom, we can see an example of the transaction fee using the DAC chain technology with the DAC coin cryptocurrency. It is obvious that it's almost next to zero. Now, the important thing to note here is that cryptocurrencies need to be micro payment friendly. What do I mean by that? Is that, let's say, for example, that we want to enable a transaction. Let's say we want to purchase a $500,000 property. So that's that's a large transaction. Now, I think we can say that we generally accept that in enabling such a transaction, paying a fee of $25, $30, or $35 is generally acceptable, because these are not transactions that we carry out every day. However, when it comes to everyday transactions, micro transactions or micro payments, such as buying a cup of coffee, a loaf of bread, or paying for the cab fare, that type of transaction, once again, I think we will agree that cannot carry high fees, because at the end of the day, those fees will add up because they are daily fees. They are they are transactions that we enable every second, every minute, every hour, every day. DAC coin and the DAC chain technology is micropayment friendly. Not only that, but in the challenge of ever increasing fees with blockchain-based cryptocurrencies, we have never increasing fees with DAC coin and DAC chain technology. Irrespective of whether you want to transact using DAC coin for a $3 cup of coffee or for a $500,000 property deal, your transaction fee will remain the same. So this is how we address the challenge with scalability. Now, the next challenge has to do with usability. Now, of course, volatility is synonymous with cryptocurrencies today. Now, the reason is because, unlike or contrary to the original promise of cryptocurrency of being digital money, peer-to-peer electronic cash, at the moment, a lot of cryptocurrencies are treated as a financial instrument and traded on platforms. And of course, speculation and manipulation creates volatility. Volatility in turn creates instability in the market, which of course causes an emotional effect, if you like, to people, and users or merchants are reluctant to use it. So what we need is to move away from trading so that we can diminish volatility, so that we can discourage volatility and establish a cryptocurrency that is stable and therefore promote usability, so that the merchants, so that the users are more confident in using the particular cryptocurrency. Once again, this is what is happening, unfortunately, with a lot of cryptocurrencies in the market today. They are treated as financial instruments traded on platforms instead of being used, this is the key word, used as digital money, as its original purpose was. Now, thirdly, the third challenge is, of course, regulation, because the number one priority of world governments is to regulate the cryptocurrency market. Let's go back to history again. Back in October 2008, the first white paper was published by Satoshi Nakamoto. Once again, Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. Okay, here he goes again. On the 3rd of January 2009, the first blockchain database was released to the world when the first block of Bitcoin, known as the Genesis block, was released. Now, of course, it is interesting to note that encoded as text on the first or the Genesis block of Bitcoin was the following text: the Times, 3rd of January 2009, Chancellor on brink of second bailout for banks. So we can see that Satoshi Nakamoto had in his mind the problem that the world was facing with fiat currency. He understood that what we need, what the world deserved, was a transparent payment system. A payment system that was, or a cryptocurrency, or a currency, if you like, that was a fixed amount. It enabled fast transaction. It had low transaction fees. It had advanced privacy measures. It was accessible for everyone. And of course, there was global connectivity. However, as already I've said, things have gone down the wrong path, and we are today faced with a situation of increasingly having expensive fees and very, very slow transaction speeds as the popularity of cryptocurrencies grow. So how do we address those challenges? We believe we address those challenges by focusing on the right values and going back to basics, going back to the origin. Our technology is new, and as I've already touched on, is the next generation distributed ledger technology. There are no blocks. There are no miners. Every new transaction helps to confirm the previous transaction. So we end up having an expandable chain for faster transaction. What does that mean? Briefly, without getting too technical, every transaction helps to verify the previous transactions. So the more transactions that are available to verify other transactions, the faster this verification process will happen. So what we are saying here, ladies and gentlemen, is that as the amount of transactions increases with popularity, with growth in demand, there are more transactions to verify previous transactions, and therefore verification happens faster. So with increased growth, with increased popularity, the speed of transactions gets faster, as opposed to the current challenge with blockchain-based cryptocurrency, where the increased amount of transactions slows down the network. That, in a nutshell, is how DAC chain technology addresses the scalability challenge. So how is DAC coin different? There's no mining needed. The mines are predefined. Therefore, there's no need for high computer power. It is therefore eco-friendly because there's no waste of energy. There's no waste of electricity. We have very fast transactions because of the technology, because of the speed of the technology. Very low transaction fees also as a result. And very, very importantly, it is easy to use for everybody. All anybody needs to use the technology is an internet connection. Usability, how do we address the issue, the challenge of usability? We address this by moving away from trading and focusing on using. Because when we do this, we will create a stable value, and that will promote usability, because we will not have the high volatility that it is experienced in the marketplace today. We have the ecosystem in place already to further promote usability. We have the DAG wallet, we have the web wallet, we have the merchant finder. All the infrastructure is in place right now. And lastly, the third challenge was to do with regulation. We employ know your customer principles. Anyone that wishes to use our cryptocurrency needs to be transparent, and in doing so, we need everyone to submit a photo, a government photo ID, and also proof of address ID. Now, taking it a step further, as far as regulation is concerned, we have government issued licenses from the country of Estonia for our cryptocurrency and for our exchange. Now, that puts us ahead of many other cryptocurrencies currently in the marketplace, not in that situation, not in that position as we are right now. So DAG, or DAG coin in a nutshell, there are 9 billion units or coins. It is decentralized. It is an open source continuous development. It is easy to use. It is based on the DAG chain technology. We have a continuously expanding vast ecosystem. It is eco-friendly, 24/7 transactions, very fast transaction, increasing in value as a result. It is secure, minimal transaction fees, and fairer distribution. Because of this, we at the moment are experiencing exponential growth, because we are providing an opportunity for everyone and anyone to participate with us and create the opportunity of generating active as well as passive income. So we invite you to join us and work with us and help us make history together, because the key to success in business, as it is said, is to detect where the world is going and get there first. We know where cryptocurrency is heading, and we are already there. Thank you very much for listening to me. Thank you very much. I invite you to take a serious look at this opportunity and encourage you to connect with the person who shared this presentation with you. Thank you for now, and looking forward to working with you.